Hello, this will be a relatively short episode of National Divorce. Periodically, we find examples of something that we've been saying at Calix for a long time. Americans, real Americans who call themselves real Americans, live in the middle of America, the Midwest, the South, the Rocky Mountains, don't like California and don't view it as part of America. We talked about how Republicans routinely say this, how Republican candidates had ran on this, how the Republican Party had a convention about how California is not American. We've also shown you examples of the cartoon show King of the Hill. We've shown an example from the Netflix series The Crew with comedian Kevin James, and from the comedy show The Last Man Standing with Tim Allen. These are all shows of real Americans. King of the Hill set in Texas. The Crew with Kevin James is set at a NASCAR facility. Last Man Standing with Tim Allen is about how he's a real man in the middle of America, holding up with hunting and traditional American values. So whenever you get a show about real Americans and real American values, they have to slam California. So, which only proves our point. These are supposed to be seen as jokes, but when you look at all the trash talk on California on Fox News and over the last 15 years, certainly since we started the book with 2012, maybe it's not a joke. Maybe it's what they actually feel. Maybe real Americans view California as a weird bastion place that's just not like them at all. That was the way they made the joke in King of the Hill. That was the way they made the joke on the TV show The Crew. And that was the way they made the joke on the TV show The Last Man Standing. All real American comedy shows about real Americans. To be a real American means you have to hate on California. Let me show you just yet another example. This is called Odin's Men. It's a conservative guy from the middle of America talking about liberal culture. I understand you're traveling from California, says the real American to the LGBTQ member with different hair. And stay away from me. I don't want you here, is my message. I understand you're from California. Stay away from me. I'm a real American, and you look like an LGBTQ person or like you think or act differently. You're not an American like me. Stay away from me. And I can tell you're from California. So the joke is when you see somebody who looks different with colorful hair and different way of thinking, got to be from California, right? And also stay away from me. Yeah, it's supposed to be funny, but when you make that same joke over and over and over again, maybe they actually mean it.